Yo, man, it is your boy SasukeUzumaki, and welcome back to episode number 15 of my Q&A series, man. Doing this one really fast because there aren't that many questions, so I thought I would get to it. And the first question comes from a good friend and YouTuber of mine, Kashimaro, Well, it's Kashimaro, man. You guys may have noticed that I shared his videos within the Mortal Kombat community, especially with Mortal Kombat X. He's a really good MKX player. And his question was, are you planning to buy Storm 4, which is Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, which is coming out in a couple months in February? And yes, I am planning to get that game. I'm planning to do a full story mode playthrough. I don't know if I'm gonna do commentary for it, because I don't know, people might, they might get butthurt saying like, oh, well, what the fuck, man, shut the hell up, man, I only want to see the gameplay, come on, man, you need to shut the hell up, if you're gonna fucking record a video, don't fucking talk over it, don't do commentary ever again, you dumb fuck, don't use English stuff, because that shit hurts my ears, and all that shit, bitching, basically. But yes, I am gonna get Storm 4. I haven't even pre-ordered the game yet. Honestly, I'm not holding too many high expectations for the game, just because of the track record that CC2 has had in the past. But I will be getting the game for sure. Alright, so the next question comes from Andreas444, and this person asked, "Have you played Tekken?" And yes, that is definitely a good question, and yes, I have actually played Tekken. Again, with me, I love fighting games, so I really do love playing all sorts of fighting games. There isn't really a fighting game that I haven't played. But when it comes to Tekken, I played my first Tekken game was Tekken 3, and that was back when arcades were the shit, and they still are the shit. But yeah, I loved using Hwoarang in that game, man. The kicking Korean, man, rival of Jin Kazama. He was my favorite character to use. Hwoarang, who else? Jin, Kazuya, and King. And out of all the ladies, it was Nina that I liked using. So yeah, I have played Tekken, but again, just like with Street Fighter, it's nowhere near as much as Mortal Kombat, so I'm not as good at Tekken as I am to Street Fighter, and I'm not good at Street Fighter as I am to Mortal Kombat. So, oh man. So from Ryan Callan, Ryan, yeah. Let's just get to your question, and then I'll address the issue. In addition to the Metroid Prime trilogy, will you play the Wii version of Mortal Kombat Armageddon, including playing arcade mode with every character, Chameleon included, as well as endurance mode with every character? Bruh, you've asked this question so many times. In fact, I looked up the comments. I searched the comments, just searching your name and saying Metroid, and it came up there's 7 different comments within the past year about you asking about me about this. For the Prime trilogy, like I said, technically I already answered your question already, but I'll consider it. I mean, I did say that I do like doing different games on my channel, but I really don't like being conformed, to me being told what to do, with what to play. Now, to be fair, I have asked you guys, what would you guys like me to see, what would you guys like to see me play? But usually people tell me to play Mortal Kombat, and usually if it's something outside of Mortal Kombat, I don't, the reception isn't as big as to me doing something that's based, related to Mortal Kombat, because Mortal Kombat is essentially how I got my quote-unquote popularity and fame, end quote, on YouTube. I wouldn't mind doing the Metroid Prime trilogy series, but I probably wouldn't do it immediately. As far as doing Armageddon again on the Nintendo Wii, no, I'm not doing that. For Chameleon, I mean, just to buy a game to play it for one character, it just seems really... I don't know, it sounds really silly for me to do, just to buy a game to play as one character, considering that I've already beaten the game with every character already. Endurance mode, yeah, that's an additional mode in the Nintendo Wii, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if I'm okay, if he's just gonna keep asking, then just play it. I don't know. Metroid Prime, I would definitely consider doing something different, even though I'm not good at those games, and it's been like the longest time since I played them, but as far as Armageddon, we'll see about it. No promises on that, but we'll see. Alright, so from BJ Raichu, why do you think Goku hit his SSJ3 from Majin Vegeta? Also, I love your videos. I love you too, man. Pride. Vegeta's pride, man. Vegeta's pride. Vegeta is a very prideful person. So, I think Goku only hit it away from Vegeta because he knew that Vegeta's pride would be completely wounded, knowing that he's still stronger. Because remember, Vegeta trained for 7 years after the Cell games when Goku was dead. And of course, Goku trained in the other world with King Kai. So, that made things, harder for Vegeta because, at least in the other world, Goku was free to enhance his power level. On Earth, Vegeta still had that limitation, that gap that Majin Vegeta referred to. Because Goku, with being such a natural fighter that he is, Vegeta was always working to catch up towards Goku, and that he was only doing it for that reason, to prove that he was superior to Goku and to prove that he was the strongest fighter in the universe or whatever. But Goku only trained because he wanted to be the best that he could be. He didn't care about necessarily being the strongest fighter in the universe, but he just wanted to be the best person he could be. So after Vegeta found out, when he was resurrected and helped Goku fight Majin Buu, he was pretty pissed. He was like, "You knew." Remember, he told me, he was like, "You knew I couldn't win," and that's how he knew. So it was worse. But either way, I think Vegeta's feelings still would have been hurt, And with Majin Vegeta only being pretty much at the power level as a full-powered Super Saiyan 2, in my opinion, at least as far as power levels are concerned, I think that's the main reason why. Because Goku already knows how Vegeta is when it comes to his pride, and he would have just hurt his feelings even more. And no matter how hard Vegeta had trained, it would have just been for nothing, with Goku reaching Super Saiyan 3. So that was a good question. From Scorpion, the highly spooky flaming skeleton, I have a retarded name because it's Holocaust weed. And he asked, will you play any Mortal Kombat game with mods? Most likely not, because my PC, it doesn't run, it's not the kind of PC that I could do gaming on. Like, for me recording videos, it works perfectly fine for my needs of recording videos for YouTube and all that. Live streaming, it makes it difficult. Sometimes I can have issues with recording software, with fraps and all that, when it comes to recording other PC games like Five Nights at Freddy's that I did a while back. But with mods, no, most likely not. I would need a very powerful computer to do that for MK2011 and MKX even. Because there's a lot of people who got a lot of views for their videos on that, and I wouldn't mind doing it. Because PC is really the only way you really can do it, so because of those limitations, I can't do it. I can't do it on my PC, so most likely it probably wouldn't happen, unless I got a really awesome computer to do that with. So from Aubrey Ash, out of all the Mortal Kombat games, which one's your most favorite, and which one is your least favorite? Well, from 2D, it's Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. From the 3D era, it's Mortal Kombat Deception. From quote-unquote next gen, it's MK2011. I think MKX is a very great game, but the story mode didn't do too much for me. I liked it, but it wasn't enough to where it was I said oh my god, it's amazing, especially with the ending. You kind of just expect it, okay, if you already played the old games on the old timeline, then you got an idea of what's going to happen in the new timeline. I still think that Mortal Kombat X is a great game, but it's not my favorite game of the past between the past two generations, from last gen on PS3 and this gen on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And from the last question, you're welcome for the suggestion of the video. I don't know if he was talking about Q&A, but from the homie Jaren, when are you going to stream again? On YouTube, I don't keep a schedule. On Twitch, I don't keep a schedule with streaming. The only way you guys know is if whether or not I'm streaming is if I actually announce it, and most likely I announce my streams on on YouTube when I'm streaming on Twitch. So you guys will always see a video like, hey, come on by, whatever, If I'm streaming on Twitch, I'll let you guys know. But on YouTube, I don't have to do that because it's a direct, it's a direct feed, so you guys can watch it. In fact, I tried to stream a few days ago with Mortal Kombat X, and that didn't work out too good, unfortunately. Because my internet, I have wireless internet for where I'm at in my room and stuff, when I play video games, and I don't have a direct Ethernet connection to my Ethernet cable, so I can't get a direct link to my internet speed or whatever. So it's much slower on wireless than it is on having a wired connection. So when it comes to streaming on YouTube, you guys will know because you guys will see a live feed of it on YouTube. So I don't have to tell you ahead of time because you guys can just see it as soon as you go on the channel. But if I'm streaming on Twitch, I'll just make a video saying hey, come on by. I don't really keep a schedule, like I said. I was trying to keep it at 2 p.m. Pacific time, because I was trying to accommodate for people, you guys get off work or you guys are getting out of school or whatever, so that you guys will have enough time to be okay, I can come by or whatever. And typically my streams are pretty long, they're maybe an hour, 2, 3 hours. Sometimes I'll even stream the whole 5, 6, 7 hours depending on what I'm doing, but typically I don't keep a schedule of when I stream. And yeah, I think that's pretty much gonna do it for episode 15. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button. I've been your boy SasukeUzumaki. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.